Do not accept this roblox friend request. Seriously.
This is Luna, and she sent me a friend request, but her bio says, if I add you, add me back. But the worst thing you can do in this situation is add her back, because if you do add her back, genuinely terrible things can happen to you.
I beg your pardon?
I know this because I accepted a friend request from someone exactly like Luna, and it almost ruined my entire life. So let me just talk about how this whole thing started. It all started in August 17th of 2024 when someone just like Luna sent me a friend request. Not only did she look rich, but she also had a lot of followers, and her bio said, if I added you, add me back, it's urgent and it's for work. And everything seemed credible at that time, so I was like, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen from me adding her back? Well, I was about to find out, because I did add her back, and here's exactly what happened. So when I added her, she started messaging me on Roblox. She started off the conversation by saying she loved my avatar, and my gut reaction was like, wow, this girl knows what she's talking about, because that avatar is absolutely gorgeous.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Adrian.
And because she loved my UGC so much, she explained to me that she wanted to make a UGC out of me just to get more experience, you know, just to dip her toes in the water. And honestly, I believed her because I've had UGCs made on me before, so it wasn't like anything out of the extraordinary, and it was pretty believable at the time. Not only that, she also had a UGC of her own avatar, so it looked really credible. So to continue our discussions on making this new UGC, she told me to add her on Discord so we can talk about everything without having things censored, and we can send videos or images or links or whatever we need to send. So I gave her my Discord, because like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like, is she gonna take my Roblox account? Like, come on. So I added her on Discord, and the first thing we talked about is how we want our UGCs to be made, which is pretty normal, but here's where things got fishy. She asked me,
also, how much UGC modeling experience?
How was it recording? Hold on, bro. This was last year, right? And this video was recorded 5 months ago. Hi, bro.
Do you have, if any?
and I said 0 because I don't really make UGCs, but it just caught me off guard, because like, why do you even need to know that? But after that, she started talking about some really weird things like,
Because I don't know if you knew, but only 6K triangles of space are allowed in a UGC shoulder accessory, so I may have to remodel some of your accessories to make them low poly.
Bro, what the f is you even talking about, bro?
but other than that, everything was pretty normal. Like, we were discussing how the UGCs were going to be made, and it went pretty smooth. But that was until she came up to me and said this.
Hey, so I did run into a small issue. Don't worry, it's an easy fix, but I do need your help. Are you available?
Yes. So yeah, my UGC had no color in it for some reason, and she talked about how she needed my avatar textures to get all the colors in. I didn't know how to do that, so she gave me a YouTube tutorial on how to get my avatar textures. So I watched the YouTube tutorial, and not only does this tutorial have 88,000 so I watched the
But this part is censored because I do not want any of you to find this video and do anything with the tutorial plays you do. Nah, this nigga's lying, bro. So he made up the story. But I don't know. Maybe.
YouTube tutorial, and not only does this tutorial have 88,000 views, it has 8,000 likes, so everything seems legit. And look at some of the comments right.
If everything is legit, why doesn't he allow us to watch it? Right?
Here too. Everyone is saying thank you, everyone is saying all this and that, so this possibly can't be a scam, right? So what they want you to do in the tutorial is they want you to go to the website that they linked in the description, and they want you to quote unquote copy your textures by clicking a button and then dragging it to your bookmark, and then go to your Roblox avatar page and then click on that bookmark. And this raised flags because this is what people do to steal cookies. Not as in like Santa Claus like coming down your chimney to take cookies, like digital cookies that have your private information, which you don't want to give away. And thank the Lord in heaven I knew this, because if I did not know about this at all, I would have went through it and made the bookmark and would have dragged it, because the tutorial was super believable. And this could have been terrible for me, because at that time, my Roblox account had 2 million Robux, which is worth a lot of real money. And if you're not fully convinced that these are actual scams, I've had UGCs made of my avatar before, but when people were making my UGC, they never asked me to do any of this. They only asked me how I wanted the UGC done, and that's it. And now it makes sense why the person asked me if I had any experience with UGC modeling, because if I did have experience, I would have known that she does not need any textures from me to make this UGC. But another thing they did to try and get me convinced is they talked about specific UGC things like the 6,000 triangles to make me believe that they knew what they were doing. So that's when everything clicked and I realized that this girl is a scammer. But the reason why I'm making this video is not just to tell my story of how I almost got hacked, but it's actually to warn you guys, because this exact thing can happen to you guys as well. Because the truth is, it's not just Lana doing this, it's also Carrie, Anna, Taylor, Tabby, Haley, and so many other people that look innocent on the outside but has terrible ulterior motives that you do not want to get involved in. So yeah, but Anna, Taylor, Tabby, Haley,
How many people are trying to scam this guy, bro? How does he know all this? Like,
and so many other people that look innocent on the outside but has terrible ulterior motives that you do not want to get involved in. So yeah, if anyone tries to make you a UGC and say like to drag bookmarks and stuff like that, and also say that your avatar is really attractive or something like that, just don't believe, just stop, don't believe them, because the reality is they want your account, they don't want you, okay? They only want Duke Dennis, they don't want me.